I have 6 meals a day, all right? Which is 42 meals a week, which works out to be 2,184 meals per year. So how many times do you think I've missed a meal in the last year? What's up guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com, and today in this video I'm going to show you 10 habits on how you can be successful in achieving your dream physique. Number 1 is be prepared. So that means prepare your meals and plan your training split. So when it comes to preparing your meals, I always follow a meal plan and I always have my meals prepared in advance. So here are some of my meals. I've got steak and sweet potato. I've got mince and white rice. I've got some salmon and veg. And I have white rice and chicken breast. So all of my meals are prepared in advance, many days before, and it allows me to meet the daily macros and calorie requirements that I need for my specific goals.
And who does that?
Who does what? Huh? It's also super important to plan your training split. This allows you to know what muscle group you're training on what specific day, so you don't just go into the gym mindless. So the current training split that I'm actually following is a 4-day split. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So I follow a 4-day training split, and after every 4 days I repeat this and I take 1 rest day per week, which is every Sunday. So on day 1 I'm doing chest plus triceps, day 2 back plus biceps, day 3 is shoulders plus abs, day 4 is legs plus. So there you go guys, this is my current 4-day training split that I'm following. So on day 1 I'm doing chest and triceps, day 2 back and biceps, day 3 is shoulders and abs, day 4 is legs and calves. I then repeat this workout again. So if this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this will be Friday, and I'll do chest and triceps again on Friday, and just keep repeating that 4-day split with every Sunday having a rest day. Alright guys, number 2 is visualize your goals. So it's super important guys to visualize your goals and imagine who you want to be. You could also set, daily visualization goals for yourself. For example, a phone is something that you check every single day. So set your wallpaper to someone that inspires you or a physique that you want to achieve. So I've got Frank Zane as my wallpaper because he's one of my inspirations, and I want to achieve to having a physique like him one day. So if I see that my phone, every time I open my phone, it's a daily reminder for me to visualize my goals. And the reason why visualizing your goals is so important is because of the law of attraction. So basically the law of attraction says whatever you focus on, you will attract into your life. So if you always focus on achieving that dream physique that you have in your mind, you'll eventually attract that physique into your life by putting all of your energy into achieving that. So if you keep thinking negative things, oh, I'm never going to change, oh, this is how I look, this is how I feel, you're always going to look and feel like that because you're attracting exactly what you're thinking of, because all of your energy is going towards those negative thoughts instead of those positive thoughts. Number 3 guys is commit fully to your goals. So that could be chucking away all the junk food and getting rid of all the temptations in your house. So just go through your pantry and literally chuck away all the junk food that you have. So the first thing that I would advise would be to chuck away all the junk food and temptations in your house. That way you're not going to fall off your diet or end up binge eating. Maybe don't chuck away the food because you don't want to waste food, but maybe give it to some friends or family and get them fat instead. Also guys, You may not know, but there are little hidden things like maybe Milo and stuff like that that actually are quite high in calories that you probably don't realize. So when you commit fully to your goals, it's super important to give it 100% effort and sticking to the diet that you need to follow in order to achieve the results that you want to achieve. So right here is my current diet that I'm following. So meal 1 is 2 scoops of whey protein, 100 grams oats, 200 grams frozen berries. Meal 2 is 200 grams steak, 200 grams of white rice. Meal 3 is 200 grams beef mince, 400 grams rice, and a peanut slab. And the reason I have higher carbs for meal 3 is because I train after meal 3. So I have extra rice and I also have a peanut slab to get some extra fat and some extra carbs in. Now I don't advise you to consume a peanut slab unless it fits your macros. It fits mine, so I can have that. Meal 4, we've got 2 scoops of whey, 100 grams of oats, and 200 grams of frozen mango. Meal 5, 200 grams salmon, 200 grams of green beans, and 40 grams of butter. So this meal here, meal 5, is a pretty fat-based meal. We've got the salmon, we've got no carbohydrates apart from the trace carbs and green beans, and I'm putting extra butter in with this meal to give me some more fat throughout my diet. Because fat is super important for brain function, hormone regulation, testosterone production, which is important for gaining muscle and losing body fat. Meal 6, which is right before I go to sleep, literally like 5 minutes before I sleep, I have 200 grams of chicken and 300 grams of rice. Now this is an average day for me. Now some of these meals may change up here and there. For example, I might not have rice, but I might have some sweet potato instead. Or instead of a steak here, I might have beef mince. But all in all, this is an average day of a diet for me. Total macro breakdown is 353 grams of protein, 460 grams of carbohydrates, 140 grams of fat, with total calories coming to 4,512. Now I do know that that is more protein than what I actually need, and the reason my protein intake is so high is just simply because I'm on such high calories. So for me to keep my protein any lower, I've pretty much got to have like 80 grams of steak with my meal. So because my calories are so high, that is why my protein is just so high by default. So when you commit fully to your goals, you want to commit to a plan that you can actually stick to and adhere to, because adherence is actually the key to getting results. So when I say commit to a certain training program or a certain diet, just outline some certain rules. So for example, one rule could be to train 5 days a week. So train 5 days per week. Another rule could be do 4 cardio sessions per week. The goals just have to be simple like that. And if you can make sure that you tick off these things every single week, you'll be on track to reaching your goals because you are committing to what you need to do in order to achieve the results that you want. Alright guys, and number 4 is surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. And the reason you need to do this is because you need to be around with people that can motivate you, inspire you, and lift you higher. If you're around people that are always negative and bringing you down, it's going to bring your energy down as well. Then it's going to be so much harder for you to actually try and stay positive and focus on what you need to achieve. So always focus yourself around positive, like-minded people. It'll be so much better for you and you're going to get so much more out of life in general. Alright guys, and number 5 is stay motivated. Now there are many different ways to stay motivated. Maybe it could be to buy some new gym clothes to motivate you to go to the gym. For example, I just got some new Stacks clothing right here. Brand new, so that's giving me motivation to put on some good clothes and go to the gym and train hard. Because motivation is super important when it comes to achieving your goals. You have to keep your motivation high because as soon as your motivation goes down, that's when you fall off track. That's when you're not motivated, that's when you become lazy, and that's when you get upset about not achieving the results that you want. Alright guys, number 6 is write your goals down on a piece of paper. Now the reason I want you to write your goals on a piece of paper instead of your phone is because it is so much more meaningful writing it down. And writing it down on a piece of paper is actually the first step that you're taking in order to reach your goals. Also, if you write it down on a piece of paper, you can stick it to your fridge. So every day it's just a daily reminder, because I'm sure you go to your fridge every single day at some point. So I'm going to write down my current goals. Right now I'm about 89 kgs, but my goal is to be 92 kgs in weight. My current body fat is around 10, maybe 11%, but my ideal body fat percentage is going to be 7% after a cut. So I want to put on about 3 kgs and I want to lower about 3 or 4% in body fat. So those are my goals. Stick it to my fridge. So then every day When I wake up, I go into the fridge about 100 times a day, so I'm going to see this 100 times a day. And it's just a daily reminder of my goals to keep that goal in my mind. Alright, number 7 is share your goals. Now the reason I want you to share your goals is so you stay accountable. Now you could share your goals in many ways. It could be posting up to social media. It could be creating a fitness account, posting up your before photos, saying this is your goals, this is what you're trying to achieve, and follow along on my journey. It could be telling your friends and families of what your goals are. This way, it just puts you out there. You've told people what you're trying to achieve, and it makes you feel accountable for following through and actually reaching these results, because you don't want to feel like you've let any of these people down who you've already told what you're trying to achieve. So it's a great way to really motivate yourself and push yourself harder to try and prove to these people what you can actually do. All right, number 8, guys, is track your progress. That could be your weight, it could be your body fat percentage, or it could even be your lifts in the gym. So what I do every single day is I track my weight. So I've got a monthly planner, so I've been tracking my weight every single day. On the 1st of this month, I was 89.4 kg. On Sunday, which was just yesterday, I was 91 kg exactly. So today is the 8th, it's a Monday, and 91.6 kg. So obviously guys, my goal is bulking. I'm trying to put on weight, so I'm trying to bulk up to maybe 93, 94 kgs before I start my diet. But obviously if you guys were dieting, you want to see your weight go down over time. So this is a great way to track your progress, is to get a monthly planner. Okay, so number 9 is stay consistent. So how consistent do you guys think I am? I have 6 meals a day, all right? Which is 42 meals a week, which works out to be 2,184 meals per year. So how many times do you think I've missed a meal in the last year? The answer is 0. So out of 2,184 meals, I've literally missed 0 meals. Literally 0. Probably in the last 3 or 4 years, I've missed 0 meals. So when it comes to consistency, how consistent are you? Are you giving it 100% like I am? Or are you giving it 10% or 20%? It all comes down to how bad do you want it. If you can adhere to your diet, and if you can adhere to your training program 100%, the goals that you reach and the level of success that you reach when it comes to achieving your dream physique will be much, much better than if you only half-assed it. So give it 100% and don't half-ass anything that you do.
Never half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass 1 thing.
Okay, so I know that was only 9, and I'm sorry to say I only have 9 tips for you. I don't have a 10th one. But what I do have is 2 problems that you may face and how to overcome these. So the first problem is how to deal with hunger and cravings. So I know most of the people that watch my channel, your goals are fat loss and trying to get leaner. I'm currently bulking right now, I'm trying to put on weight. But for those trying to get leaner, the biggest problem that most people face is dealing with hunger and cravings. So I'm going to show you 4 tips on what you can do to stop those cravings and to stop the hunger. Alright, so first thing to stop hunger is to drink a lot of water. So when I'm at home, I drink from this glass bottle that I have in my fridge. Now the reason I fill it up and keep it in the fridge is so every time I come to the fridge, I just literally go and have a scull.
1 eternity later.
Just like that. And what that allows me to do, it allows me to basically get in more water than I usually would if I didn't have that in my fridge. Alright, you can also consume high fiber foods, such as vegetables or oatmeal. Now, the reason consuming high fiber foods is good is because fiber keeps you feeling fuller for longer, therefore less likely to binge and to crash and to fall off your diet. You could also try chewing gum, because when you're hungry, it basically just means that you need food and you need to satisfy your taste buds. So sometimes chewing gum, just like this, helps you signal to your brain that you are eating something, and it tricks you into feeling that you are actually full. So it's a great way to get around those hunger pains. And the 4th tip that I can share when it comes to hunger and cravings is to try the keto diet. Now the keto diet is especially good, I won't go into detail, but it is especially good for blunting your appetite and taking away all of your cravings. And therefore it makes it so easy to stick to a low calorie diet when you are dieting, because your hunger's gone, your cravings are gone, therefore you can stick to your calorie deficit and get the results that you want. However, I only recommend the keto diet if your goals are dieting, trying to lose body fat and trying to get lean, trying to get shredded. If you haven't tried the keto diet and you want to try the keto diet, I'm an online coach so I can help you. So after you finish watching this video, click the link in the description box down below for more information on the keto diet. The second problem that you may face is hitting a plateau. So what should you do when you hit a plateau and you're not getting the results that you want? It basically just means you have to change up something. So if you're currently following a training split, training each muscle group once per week, maybe change it up completely and train every muscle group twice per week or maybe 3 times per week. Or maybe if you're training with a low rep range, 6 to 8, maybe you could change it up completely and do all of your exercises 15 to 20. Completely changing up your routine, the types of exercises, the rep range that you use, or the frequency or volume that you train at are great ways to break through a plateau and get more gains. Same thing with your diet. If you're dieting and not losing any more weight, then you have to decrease your calories or increase your cardio. And if your goals are bulking, trying to put on weight like I am, if you're not getting any more results, if you're not putting on any more weight, if you're not getting any more size, then to break through that plateau, you would either change up your training split or you would increase your calorie intake. So increasing your calories more than what you're currently consuming in order to break through that plateau, because your body has adapted to the current calorie intake that you're consuming. So change is always needed when your body adapts. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. Something a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please just give this video a thumbs up and then comment down below on what other videos that you want to see on this YouTube channel so I can kind of create the content that you guys want to see. Anyway, thanks for watching guys.